Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fearful and today I'm going to be doing another tier list video. This time I'm going to be placing where I think each team is going to place in the 2024-2025 Premier League season. Now I have to be completely unbiased, obviously, towards this. Got all my research to the right of me, so without further ado, with the squeaky chair, let's get straight into this. So, we're going to start from the top, and then we're going to go down. Starting with Arsenal, third. Now, I have to say third so you don't think I'm putting them second. I think Arsenal were going to place third next season. Why do I think they're going to place third next season? Simply for the reason that I think that Mikel Arteta is going to focus on Champions League. He's going to focus on the Champions League. That's what I think personally. He might not think about the Champions League, winning the Champions League, but I think he's going to focus on winning that. So I think Arsenal are going to place third next season. Moving on to Bournemouth. Bournemouth placed 12th last season, 48 points, and they had 13 wins, 9 draws, and 16 losses. And they had a minus 13 goal difference. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Well, seeing the fact that they don't score a lot of goals, and they were worse than Bournemouth, not worse than Bournemouth, we are talking about Bournemouth. They were worse than Fulham when it comes to scoring goals, but not as bad when it comes to Wolves scoring goals. So, and where they did place in the higher mid-table, just in the higher mid-table, I'm going to say they dropped down into the lower mid-table. I'm going to say that they're going to slack this season, especially if they don't get big signings. I am making this before the summer transfer window closes, by the way, just so you know. My mic is down very low, I apologise. So yeah, I'm making this before the transfer. I can't speak today. Before the transfer window closes and before everybody's got their signings in. So, just to clarify that. Moving on to Aston Villa. Aston Villa had a really good season. They finished 4th on 68 points. They've got Champions League football next season. But I tell you what, I think that they're going to... Yeah. I'm thinking between either 4th or 5th. I'm going to say 5th. I'm going to say Aston Villa place 5th next season. Why? Same excuse. I think they might focus on... Actually, no. My bad. 4th. I'm going to say they completely ignore Champions League football. They'll compete in it a bit. However, they will mostly still focus on Prem football and try and get back into the Champions League again next season. So I'm going to say 4th for Aston Villa. Brentford relegated. Now, I know that sounds like, whoa, that's a big call, isn't it? Think about it. Who is the main player or player that is associated with Brentford? Ivan Toney. What does Ivan Toney want to do this season in the summer window? Leave. He wants to go to a bigger club. So I think Ivan Toney leaves and Brentford go down. Simple as that. They placed 16th last season, 39 points, minus 9 goal difference, 19 losses, 10 wins, 9 draws. I think Brentford are going down. 18th. Brighton. It's a tricky one with Brighton. I'm going to say higher mid for Brighton. Why? Because Brighton always seem to linger between mid-table and lower mid-table. So, you know, not much to say there, is there? Chelsea. Now, they finished 6th under Pochettino. Pochettino is now gone, obviously. But I still think Chelsea will get, like, 5th. I think Chelsea will get 5th next season under this new manager. That might be a bit of a stretch, but you never know what could happen. We've seen weirder things happen, like Aston Villa getting 4th in the Premier League. Crystal Palace. Now, this is a funny one because I was going to rank Crystal Palace higher before Elise, before the pretty much confirmed statement by Fabrizio Romano that he's going to Bayern Munich. So where they're losing one of their best attacking players, and maybe Elise as well, I think that Crystal Palace are going to lower mid-table. And I'm actually going to say they're going to place lower than Bournemouth. I'm going to say they finished 14th. Everton. Okay, so we know that Everton are always, like, surviving relegation. But this season, if they didn't have their points deducted, they could have had European football. Which is crazy, isn't it? That is crazy to think. Everton in European football. No, I'm joking. In recent years, it's crazy to think, but... So, I'm going to say that they place in the higher mid, actually. I'm going to say that they place 12th next season. Southampton, you already know, they're staying up. They're going to be above Crystal Palace. They're going to... They'll be... Yeah, now that I think about it, they'll probably place 14th. Crystal Palace 15th. That might change as soon as I get to the rest here, but we'll find out. Fulham. They placed 13th last season. Minus 6 goal difference. They thrashed us 5-0. That's a clue to who I support. Well, you're going to see who I support anyway when we get further down the line. Even though I think I've already made it clear who I support on the channel. Either way. It's a tricky one with Fulham. However, I want to say higher mid-table, but my gut is telling me lower mid-table. Ipswich. I'm sorry, Ipswich, but you're going down. I'm sorry. I would love to see you stay up, Ipswich. That would be great to see a different team in the league. But I think Ipswich are going down. I think you're going back down. Not the same for Leicester City, though. I'm going to say Leicester City finish above Fulham. I'm going to say Leicester finish above Fulham here. So, Bournemouth 13th, Southampton 14th, 15, 16, 17. So that is that filled up. We can't fill that up anymore, so now we have to go to these. Liverpool, second. Liverpool are going to finish second. I have a feeling they're going to do quite well under this new manager. I have a feeling they're going to do quite well in the Champions League. I think Liverpool are going to put up a fight again like they did this season, but just not fall off towards the end. Man City champions. I'm sorry. Of course, Man City are going to be champions. Who did you think I was going to put for champions? Right. Man United. Tricky one. They came 8th. I could just put them, and I'm going to actually put them here. Conference League football. Even though they're in the Europa League, because obviously they won the... Was it the FA Cup? It was the FA Cup, wasn't it? Yeah. They did win the FA Cup. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say 7th for Man United. They seem to be on a little down slope. They're keeping Ten Hag. So we'll see how that goes. Newcastle slacked off, didn't they? From the previous season. They had Champions League football. I'm going to say Newcastle higher mid-table. Nottingham Forest relegated. I'm going to say Nottingham Forest get relegated. Because they were almost relegated. Almost relegated. Last season, they came 17th. Only escaping relegation by 8 points. So, yeah. I know, like, oh, only 8 points. That's quite a bit of points, but even still, think about it. Tottenham, they're going to finish 6th. Why 6th? Because they finished 5th this season. And I feel like they might try and be competitive in the... Oh, excuse me. I apologise. I have a feeling they might try and be competitive in the Europa League. West Ham United. Now, I'm going to say higher mid-table for West Ham. Already got 2 players in. I know the second player was a third-choice goalkeeper. But even still, we've got 2 players in. We have just sold Ben Rama. So, yeah, but we've got Lewis. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name because I know I'm going to fuck it up. But yeah, I have a feeling we are going to do quite well. So, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then, of course, Wolves. I think Wolves are going to finish in the higher mid-table. As per usual, I think they're going to finish above Brighton this time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I really do appreciate you for watching this video. Definitely go and leave it a like if you liked this video, or dislike if you disliked it. No, I'm joking, that's somebody else's outro. But yes, I really do appreciate you all for watching. Let me know what you think of this tier list in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.